Most producers click in random notes until they find chords they like, but the truth is there are a few progressions that will always work. In this video, I want to show you 5 of them, and the last one is actually the one that blew up my brand, so let's get right into it. This first progression is really effective, but I find not a lot of producers are using it. Let's scale highlight the minor natural. We're gonna stay in C for now. So I'm talking about the 1, 3, 4, 3 in the minor natural. So let's just build triads on this. And this is how it sounds. It's very melodic, it's kind of emotional, but it feels dreamy. Let's just build a full range MIDI map real quick. Very nice, very nice. This progression is one of my favorites. It's very melodic, sad, but also dark. So I'm talking about the 1, 6, 5, and 1 in the minor natural. It's gonna sound like this. Now let's make a quick melody with this one. Let's listen to it with a different type of pluck now. This next progression is one of the most popular ones in modern music, melodic trap, and especially pain beats. I'm talking about the 1, 7, 6, 7 in the minor natural. Let's build some triads on these. It's gonna sound like this. It's very easy when you have these full range MIDI maps to just input the notes you want and then just change them here. A good trick for melodies is to create a chord progression under your top melody that it's kind of just floating and doesn't necessarily need to follow the progression. Very simple, feels dreamy, it's great. All these progressions are very melodic. We're in the minor natural, so it's gonna sound melancholic, sad, emotional, but you can also make them sound dark, you know, depending what you do with them. The last 2 progressions, you need to know them. Like, they're probably the most used progressions out there, and we're gonna do something different for these ones. This progression, it's one of the most used progressions, and it's very versatile. It's the 1, 4, 5 in the minor natural. For this melody, let's do something different. Instead of creating a long chord progression, we're gonna make it only 2 bars because the duration of the progression dictates the emotional pull that it has. So if the progression is longer, it's gonna sound more sad and very emotional, but if it's shorter, it can actually sound hard. And this one is a bit darker too because they're all minor chords. It's used a lot in like R&B music too, emotional music, darker music. This one's super hard. And I'm not even done yet. I want to expand on this just to show you, but 1, 4, 5 in the minor natural, especially if you compress it and you just create a nice arpeggio, it's gonna sound super hard. can use it in hard beats too, melodic trap, whatever you want. This progression actually blew up my brand. I got multiple beats with millions of views, and I just kept on using it because the vibe is so good. I'm talking about the 1, 6, 7 in the minor natural. You can use it on a 2-bar loop and it's gonna sound hard, bouncy, and like motivating, or you can use it on 4 bars or even like 8 bars and it's gonna sound more like melodic and painful and emotional. It's very, very versatile, but I feel like it's a very motivational progression. No matter what I do, it's gonna be good. You see how there's the harmony, the progression under, and on top I'm doing a melody, but I'm trying to make it darker by adding notes in between the grid we created. And that's the whole secret. That's how you add character to your compositions and melodies. And if you really want it to sound kind of perfect, you can always put it on the chord progression. It's gonna sound like this, you know, or like this. It's almost like creating complex chords with your melodies and morphing in between everything. And if we put this down, let's see if the pitches are good. So you see, I'm not playing anything at the same time in terms of start time. So it sounds very open too. Let's hear it first, just the chords. Now with the melody. Super heavy, guys. A good trick for guitar melodies is to open up the chords like this. Instead of playing the triads close, you want to open them up because this is actually how guitars are strummed or picked, right?